look at what we're looking at today. So I'm going to stick you guys on the tripod this morning, just so you guys can get a little better look where we're at 7 weeks out. Hopefully I'll be able to get a comparison on the camera for you guys from the last check-in, so you can actually see the difference. So came a pretty long way. Everything's going pretty good, on schedule. So I think we're actually a little bit ahead of where we were last show, which is pretty nice. But yeah, everything's coming along. Coach has got a pretty good plan going for me, so I think we're going to be all right. So, all right, done with this check-in. About to get dressed and go get some breakfast. By now you guys should already know what breakfast is. We got one cup of egg whites here with one regular egg, and then my oatmeal with a couple of packets of Splenda, and then you already know we need that heat. Gotta get that red hot in, so I am gonna go to the couch and eat this, and we'll talk there. What's up, guys? Good morning. Welcome back. So a few things have changed since the last time we talked. So my meal plan has changed. We kind of dropped the calories a little bit. So getting into the final stages, 7 weeks out, trying to start the cutting now. So this is where things start getting a little bit real. So we'll go through the whole day of what I'm going to be eating today. It's been nice though. We haven't really had to make any huge adjustments this prep. Staying lean throughout the winter just helps out so much. I think I got around 12, 13, somewhere around there in that range, percent body fat. And then it just makes it so much easier when you start prep again, just to make it smooth. You don't want to lose fat too fast because then you start getting into your muscles. So that's why it's nice if you already start lean. So if I can give any advice to someone doing their first show, make sure you're already pretty lean before starting. It's just going to make the issues not go away, but it's just going to make it a whole lot easier if you do. I know a lot of people starting prep, my first show, even a little bit into my second show that I was prepping for, it was kind of a little bit of a struggle just because I had lost so much weight. My first show, I didn't even really know I was going to do my first show. I just knew I was going to start this journey, and I was around like 25% body fat, and just trying to go down to single digit body fat at that point was just like my body was fighting me. And that's what happens to most people, is your body just fights you when you're losing that much fat. So stay lean or get lean before you ever do your first show, and it's going to help out so much more. So really we just have throughout the weeks 1 high day, 2 low days, which means on my high days, I'm eating more carbs than I am on my low days. So it just helps. When you're working out real hard, you deplete your glycogen in your muscles, and that's something you have to build muscle. So you have 1 high day to kind of like replenish your glycogen, and then your low days, you're kind of working out to burn that fat. So you want to make sure you keep replenishing your glycogen in your muscles. Especially a lot of people who do low carb diets or even keto, you want to make sure you're still getting your carbs in to replenish your glycogen. So if not, you can start getting in your muscle, and if you're trying to build muscle, it's not gonna work out. So like I said, we'll go through a whole day of eating today. Gonna work out later, take you guys through that. So I'm gonna finish this breakfast, watch a little TV, and then we'll see you guys in a bit. Welcome back, guys. So Welcome to my kitchen where all the magic happens. So right now we're gonna go through my second meal of what I'm gonna be eating here. So I have a couple chicken breasts here that I'm gonna season up just a little bit. And then I have some asparagus that we're gonna throw in the toaster oven. Works just fine. And then I got some rice that I already prepared that I had in the rice cooker. So if you guys don't have an air fryer, I highly recommend doing it. So you guys already know I do a lot of meal prep. I spend a lot of time in the kitchen. So if I don't have things prepped and I want to cook and don't want to spend a whole lot of time in the kitchen, I always use the air fryer. It's just so convenient and fast. So like I said, just minimal spices right now. I'm not really using much, but I am gonna do a little bit of salt for each one. Gotta have my garlic. I put garlic just about on everything, so just a little bit on that. You know, sometimes I don't even, sometimes if I'm in a huge rush, I don't even put seasoning on my food. Sometimes I do it after it's all done. And then I always love heat on my food, so I got a little blackened seasoning here. Throw some of that on there. Can't ever go wrong with that. And then with these air fryers, the chicken does stick on it a lot, so I always use my spray before I throw it in there. Put a good little amount in there, and then we'll throw this chicken in there. Let me wash my hands real quick. And then for most air fryers, what I've noticed is when you put it on the chicken setting, especially the chicken tenders, if you don't watch the time, it kind of tends to overcook it. So for like even the chicken breast, it has 25 minutes in here. I take it down a couple minutes before it starts cooking. And for the chicken tenders, it's even less, usually around like 20, 18 minutes, something like that. So, and that, I mean, it's that simple, just to throw your chicken in there and then you can start prepping other stuff. So now I'm gonna prep the asparagus now. So like the toaster oven that I have here in the back is awesome for it because it has like a broil setting on it. So it's just something real simple if you don't want to turn on your entire oven to cook your asparagus. I think it cooks it just perfect. So, but I always end up clipping the tips because that's always usually the hardest part to cook on the asparagus. So just clipping a little bit off helps a lot with these. Now once you got these clipped down to a good size to throw on the tray, grab your olive oil. Sprinkle just enough on there and then start mixing them around so that way you get even spread on all of them. It helps just cook it nice, gets a nice little char on every single one of them. So, and then just simple seasonings on this as well. It's nothing crazy. Actually, I'm going to use the sea salt instead of the pink salt this time. A little bit of pepper. If I can even get this open. And that's it. So for these, just simple salt, pepper, olive oil. Throw them in the toaster oven and they're good to go. So I'm gonna throw these in. Quick broil, and usually probably 20 minutes. And by the time the chicken's done, usually the asparagus is done, and then we're good to go. So, all right, well now all the food's ready. So meat's been sitting here for a little bit. Key to your meat, just let it sit there for a little bit once it's done cooking. That way it can absorb the juices. If you cut open right away, you lose all your juice and then start grinding out your meat. That's not what you want. So I gotta cut out about 5 ounces of chicken here, so I'm gonna measure this out real quick. I got my scale. So I'm gonna throw that on there. I can pretty well much sometimes already like eyeball 5 ounces. I mean, not exact, so I still gotta use this. Nothing, I can't ever do it exact. I'm always off a little bit, so we'll just do it this way. And there, that's 5 ounces right there. Throw that on the plate. Then I have my asparagus that got out of the toaster oven over here. Looks real good. I put it in for just a little bit longer from what the time that I put in there, because I like my asparagus just a little bit more crispy. So, wash my hands. And like I said, I already had my rice prepared. I have a rice cooker in the back where I usually end up cooking like 4 cups of rice. Lasts me a couple of days. So, all in all, doesn't look too bad, does it? I know you guys are thinking, my man said he's on prep, but he's over here cooking gourmet stuff already, ain't he? But for the rice, actually, so if you are in a rush or you run out of rice, sometimes I run out of rice, so I always have some kind of backup. If you guys see these at the store, see if I can get that minute rice, this jasmine rice. This is my favorite one. 1 minute in the microwave and it's ready to go, and the rice is awesome. Now it says 1 serving size is a cup, but it's honestly more closer to half a cup. So you know they're trying to screw you on that part of it, but it's more closer to cup. It's usually a little bit, I mean, more closer to half a cup. It's usually a little bit over, so I got to take some of it out sometimes. But this right here, these save my life all the time. So just in case I run out of rice. And that's it. That's for meal 2. So meal 3 is going to be here in another couple hours. So we'll be back for that one. All right, we're on to meal number 3 now. So right now I'm already getting everything prepped. What we have is tilapia, is what our meat's gonna be. Already seasoned up 2 fillets. The same seasonings that I used earlier with the chicken. The salt, garlic, and the blackened seasoning. And then I got some quinoa that's getting ready. It's just simple enough, this whole grain quinoa right here. Simple enough, 1 cup, 2 cups of water, bring it to a boil, and then once it starts boiling, you take it down to a simmer for another 15-20 minutes, and it's ready to go. So, and then a vegetable, any green vegetable I get for my 3rd meal. So like I said, I want in and out of the kitchen as fast as possible. So I always get these steam bag vegetables. This is green beans, but I also get like broccoli and get the asparagus sometimes also in bags. So quick and easy for me. I don't have to do much messing around. Stick it in the microwave, usually 4 minutes and those are done. So those are usually done by the time my meat and everything else is prepped. So I already got my pan heating up, so I'm gonna throw some olive oil in it. I wanna make sure you get these hot. My fillets, my tilapia fillets, I love them when they're crispy, so I cook them at a higher heat. I like burning them on each side, so. And that sizzling sounds is what you want to hear when you throw your meat in, so. One little tip I got from, what is it, Gordon Ramsay, when I saw him messing with his meat, he always says lay away from you, that way you don't burn yourself with the oil, so. Nice little easy tip for you guys. So while that's cooking, I'm gonna get this done and I'll show you guys once it's all prepped. All right, so everything's ready now, so I'm gonna start plating everything. I already plated the green beans, so we got a cup of that. And then now I'm gonna measure out my meat and my quinoa real quick. So I'm gonna grab the quinoa. And I need 3 ounces, which is pretty close to half a cup. So we're gonna get close here. Right there is perfect. Half a cup, 3 ounces. And then we gotta get the meat, measure that out. So about 5 ounces. It's looking pretty good. And we're pretty close there, but need just a little bit more. end up almost using just about all of this. Usually doesn't have it that way. Usually one of the fillets is bigger than the other. One comes pretty small, but wow, we're actually having to use all of it for once, so that's pretty good. Doesn't usually come out that way, but I guess they know I'm on camera right now, so they want to make it look easier for me. So this is what it's looking like. See, look at that tilapia. That's what I'm talking about, getting that crispy edge there. Just adds a little bit more texture to it. I love it. It goes great with the heat and everything else. So that is meal number 3. So we're gonna eat this, wait just a little bit, and then we're gonna head to go work out. So just a little bit of a drive to Columbus, but it's not bad. So see you guys in a bit after I get done eating. All right, we are in the car, getting ready to head to the gym. We're headed to Columbus, so we got just a little bit of a drive, but we'll get there and get our routine done, and then we'll finish out the day, and you guys get to see what I eat the rest of the day. So see you guys in a bit. Alright, well, we made it here finally at the gym. It's actually a beautiful day out. There's barely any traffic out, so it was a nice, easy ride. Now it's time to go get this work done. Underrated, we the underdogs, underestimated, we the one. We the one. Yeah, out of the darkness I rose up. Golden my soul, it's a gold rush. Yeah. Honor and freedom, I toast up. Kicking game on the snare drum. Hard on the beat, let it bleed out like sacrifices. Cut it open, emotions spilling like oil and coasting. Therapy for my mental, I'm pinning a pistol and shoot down the criticisms. Individually, I heard the voices that told us, yeah. Throw dirt on my name and wish me the worst and scold us, yeah. Shot through the heart and pray on my downfall, but Young T prevailed on my outlaw. Stand on top of the table like John Wall. Got the cross on my chest like Olympic gold. Rap it smooth on the floor like a jazz song. Witness greatness, look up in LeBron home. Remember next time for you doubt us. That only made me go John Jones. HGH, I got the shortcut. God on my side, you got bad luck. Look at how they all doubt us, yeah, they doubt us, yeah. Underrated, we the underdogs, underestimated, yeah. Underrated, we the underdogs, underestimated, we the ones, yeah. We the ones, we the ones, yeah. We the ones, yeah.
Just a sentimental kid with a little bit of attention deficit. Hyperactive disorder, always out of order. I never had a chance though, but I would've wished on every single sad song. Never really knowing the moments I was groaning was zoning by the opponent. Only kids like me, Satan sees an opportunity, making me feel immunity as long as my community can still like.
Alright guys, that was a pretty good workout, especially on the low calories that I'm on right now. Like, you feel it every rep, so especially towards the end, those last 5 reps just feels like it's never gonna end. So finished up the workout, still got cardio later, but I'm gonna get this meal in. Still got to drive back home and stuff, so I don't want to wait till then to eat. It'll be 2 hours by the time I get back home and run and do all that, so I don't want to wait then to get my next meal, so I'm going to eat right now. I'll show you guys what I'm eating here. Just got my lean ground beef, my potatoes, and broccoli. So this is actually my favorite meal. So I'm always excited when I get to eat this one. So I'm gonna eat this, finish up, and drive back home, and we'll see you guys back there. Talk to you later. Well, we made it here to run. Of course, it's a nice steamy 88 degrees out. I'm about to call my damn coach, tell him not today, damn it. A little bit too much for me. But we're gonna get this done. Not excited about it today. Energy's a little bit low, especially after that workout, but we gotta get what we gotta get done. So about to go do it. See you guys in a bit. Also got my meal here. Brought my pack because I'm gonna eat immediately as soon as I get done. So I'll show you guys that right when I get done running. See you in a bit. That was just as expected. That one sucked, but damn, we got it done. Now it's time to eat. Like I said, I was gonna eat right after. Yes, I don't have a microwave, so this will be eaten cold. Just got to do what you got to do sometimes. But I got some chicken, broccoli, and rice here. You know, if you fail to plan, you're gonna plan to fail. So I eat 6 times a day. I got to be able to fit it in. So as soon as I can eat, I just eat. So sometimes I bring my food along with me and eat right when I get done. And then I got one more time to eat when I get home. So that way I'm not eating too late by the time I'm home. So, and I get showered up and do all that. So heading home, gonna get cleaned up, shower, and then show you guys what I'm gonna cook for the last meal. So be back. All right, guys, so we're finally done, back, showered up, got all that done, and I got my meal done, prepped here. So real quick, just show you guys what I got here. This will be the last meal of the day. I got some more tilapia, some asparagus, and then some more quinoa there. So that's a pretty good looking meal. Pretty excited about it. So yeah, I mean, you guys can see it's a long day. I get a lot of people ask me, like, how do you have the energy to do what you do all the time, every day? So, and honestly, I can't say anything more than nutrition. Honestly, eating foods like this just provides that long-lasting energy throughout the whole day. Unlike if you're eating junk food all day, I mean, that your body just burns through that stuff so quick that you're left with no energy. And that's why you see a lot of people going through crashes when they're eating nothing but junk food all the time. Or you feel like you don't have energy during the day. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I do it for you guys. I really appreciate the support I get on the side too for this. And you guys are going to see some more content here every week leading up to the show now. That way you guys can see everything behind it, see all the grinding out that happens to get up on stage. So really excited about it, and hopefully we bring home a victory. So appreciate it. Don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment if you guys want to see something, want me to talk about anything. And don't forget to share, please. Get the content out there. Really appreciate it. And trying to gain a little bit more support. So I'll see you guys next show.